YouTube? It is your girl Creole Barbie here with Creole Barbie TV. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Creole Barbie. Don't forget to like, comment below, but most of all, subscribe. Subscribe below to be part of the hottest movement around, and that is the Barbie gang. Now, if you're not familiar with me and it's your first time visiting my channel, welcome. I'm Creole Barbie. What I do here on my channel is I make tons of videos pertaining to USPS, how to apply with the post office, what to expect within your 90 days, how to read your paycheck stubs, and more. So be sure to check out my USPS playlist. Further ado, allow me to get into the video, because I know by mistake you have not searched USPS holiday season or mail processing clerk, PSC, whatever the case may be. So I'm here to help you guys when it comes to applying for holiday season positions. That's right. I'm going to give you the good. I'm going to give you the bad. I'm going to give you the ugly. I'm going to give you what makes or breaks you at the USPS when working holiday season. So here it is. Please, if you have any questions, be sure to hashtag #AskCreoleBarbie in the comment section below. Alright? And I will try my best to help you as much as I possibly can. But let's go ahead and get into it. Benefit number one when applying for a seasonal position at the USPS. One of the good benefits that I've noticed when I applied was the fact that I had no commitment. What I mean by no commitment is basically I am just there for a seasonal term and a seasonal term only. It allows me the chance to see if this is something that actually is going to be beneficial to me. Is this something that I will actually enjoy doing? It actually takes you through the whole entire process as if you were a actual USPS employee. If you were literally like on a 360 or as a career clerk, it actually shows you everything that you'll be doing. They hold no bargains. They do not hold back. Literally, how you work as a seasonal employee will determine how you will be as a PSC 360 and a career employee. So that was one of the great things, is the fact that it was no commitment. Another thing that I enjoyed is the fact that I did not have to go under a evaluation. Like, we were there for 3 months, so I didn't have to do the 30-day evaluation, the 60. But when it came time for the 90-day so-called evaluation, basically they just let me know how I was overall as an employee at the USPS during the holiday season. They did tell me prior to me leaving that they would be more than happy to bring me back if that's something that I wanted to do. And they asked me if I wanted to come back in letter automations or did I want to go to a different tour. And I just told them, of course, bring me back as a letter automations clerk. Like, literally, I enjoy doing it. This is something that I like to do. I can see myself being here longevity. And that's how that happened. Now, one of the downfalls, as we all know, being a seasonal employee is that you do have an end date. Unfortunately, your time has now expired, and no one wants to go through that. Literally, I was so sad when I left. However, it was a great experience, and yes, I came right back. But the downfall was actually getting let go. They kept changing the dates on my let go. So once they brought the letter to let us know, like, hey, you guys, your season has now expired. Thank you for your service, but we're going to go ahead and put you in status for lack of work. Lack of work meaning at the holiday season, work does slow down drastically, and that is why they take you off the roster, and then they go by in order how you applied or how your test scores are ranked when you are allowed to come back. And that's what happened to me. Okay, that's how I came back. Another thing that I really didn't like as much is the fact that during the time when I was off, it was kind of hard to pinpoint exactly when I would be called back. To me, it felt like it was forever. It felt like it was a long time. So one of the tips that I do recommend that you guys do is that if you got co-workers there that's seasonal like you, or even inside as an actual clerk or PSC, and you find yourself really relating to them, keep in touch with them, because you can kind of pinpoint when you'll be brought back through inside employees. but I can't keep in contact with them, asking them and say, hey, did you hear anything about seasonal employees been getting brought back? And a lot of times what they'll go do is they'll go and talk to the supervisors, because for some reason everybody knows something from the USPS when seasonal employees are going to get brought back. Literally, when I was brought back, my friend had called me and told me, like, you going to be brought back. How you playing? But she's like, no, they're bringing you back. They already told me, like, you're on the schedule to come back this date. And I want to say 2 days later, HR had emailed me letting me know, hey, it's time for you to come back for your 360. Are you ready? And that's another thing. I felt like it didn't give me enough time to let my other job know, hey, it's time for me to come back. I need to go ahead and put y'all in a part-time status. However, I made it work, because at the part-time job I'm at now, I've been there for some years. So really, you know, they're going to work with me regardless of the fact. So hopefully you guys can use these tips to help you. Now, one of my subscribers had asked me, what are the pointers of working as a seasonal employee? What I can do to make sure that I stand out. One thing I do is when I get to work as a seasonal employee, I'm willing to learn. How your trainer is training you is what you need to pay attention to. Now, as you get good, you can then formulate your own work method, but literally pay attention to each step of how they're training you. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them. A lot of times if they're a trainer, they're a certified trainer, they have patience, and that's why they're doing it, because they want to do it. So therefore, be sure to ask them questions, literally, okay? Take advantage of it, because you never know when you may have to work on a machine and letter automations by yourself. You never know. So therefore, you need to know everything there is to know about working letter automations and how to run that scheme. Scheme means how to run that route. Each portion in mail processing, we have different schemes, different things you have to learn when you're working on a route. The downside is I feel like when working with other clerks, when you first come in, they don't know exactly your work ethic, so therefore they treat everybody the same, because they could have had bad experience with other clerks, or you can kind of tell the ones that are nasty, you don't want to be bothered with people. I just say to ignore it, literally, because once they see how you work and how good you are, they won't have that nasty, hateful attitude towards you. So I just say hang in there. Don't let anyone distract you from your goal. As a seasonal employee, you're there because either you want to see how the job is ran, you want extra holiday cash, or you want to come back on the 360 term, but your way of doing that is taking that seasonal position. Should you take the position? Absolutely yes, it's beneficial. I myself was a seasonal employee. I cannot reiterate this enough. I cannot stress this enough, express this enough. I'm allowing you guys to see how my life was as a seasonal employee, okay? I'm giving you the breakdown, the 411, things that nobody ever told me, because you know why? It was not available on YouTube at the time. When I was a seasonal employee, I then did my research on YouTube to try to see exactly how it is being a seasonal employee, but no one had videos about holiday help. So take advantage of my videos, you guys. Take advantage of my channel, because you know what? This was never happening in YouTube land. Literally never happening, okay? So therefore, you guys, like I said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Feel free to comment below with any questions you may have, alright? Another thing, when you come to work, show up and show out. Show them you want to be there. Show up to work each and every day. Be on time. Be punctual. Be ready to learn. Leave the drama and the stress of your everyday life at home. When you're there, focus on being there, because it can get you far, but it's where you want to take it. It's where you want to go. Okay? I love you guys as always. Y'all be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.